outside of that, who's your best boy?
My best boy is the Georgie and Mandy show.
Oh, yeah.
Which I saw live. So if you want to see a live, like, sitcom show...
Yeah, go to Night Court. You got to go to Night Court for 4 to 6 episodes, and then 1 out of the 100 people there gets to go to Georgie and Mandy.
So thankfully, I didn't have to go to Night Court.
Yep.
But yeah, if you want to see one of these shows, just go on the website oneiota.com, and you just ask for tickets. Like, you don't pay for anything.
Because I feel like they could charge.
They should charge.
I wonder if legally they can't.
Doing this, well, the thing is, I think they need live audiences. That's why they're bribing you with Georgie tickets to go to Night Court. You know, like, they want full audiences.
Why, though?
I don't know.
Use a laugh track.
Yeah, just recycle it.
Yeah.
It's really weird. But, so anyway, we go, you just get the tickets for free, which is crazy.
Are you telling me that, like, most sitcoms are filmed, like, in front of a live audience?
Yeah.
That's so nuts to me.
Also, like
every episode of 2.5 Men, live audience.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
That's so weird.
Isn't that a weird use of government funds
it's just
or whatever?
Because it's like also like it kind of makes it theater.
Yeah, it is theater. Essentially.
When they like switch between scenes, how'd they do that?
So it's different for different shows. This one did it kind of shitty.
Okay.
Where you go in and the living room set, which is the most common set, is like dead center and you're on like bleachers. And then next to them are other sets that they go into. And if you can't see them, like if they go into a far off set, you just watch on like a TV screen. And it's interesting because the way it's like set up when you're watching on the screen, it looks like you're just watching the show. Like, they know when to cut camera angles and stuff live.
Oh, so they do all that live.
They do all of it live. Like, the show's, like, done by the time by the end of the night, essentially. They just, like, clean up the audio and stuff. Like, they're cutting the camera angles on time with the show. And you feel like you're watching the show from your home TV, except every now and then, Georgie would just be like, gotta do that again? My big dick was getting in the way.
I'm sorry. I started jerking halfway through. That's all me.
But just midway through, he would be like, oh, sorry, I'll do that again. And then you're like, holy shit, this is live.
Yeah.
But, so you go, you sign up for One Iota. You just get a ticket.
Yeah. Mind you, you have to live in LA.
Or New York. You could go see Jimmy Kimmel or Fallon or whatever. Why would you
being in front of a live audience makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because that's like a show.
Yeah.
Like a fucking television show being in front of a live audience is just it's so weird.
It's very weird. I don't know how they do stuff like Wizards of Waverly Place, where there's magic and shit. I've always wondered that, you know? Yeah, right?
So oh my God, right?
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. But with this, so we go, and it's funny because at first...
What about like That's So Raven? Right, she was like, and then just stand there and scream, and we're all like, yeah.
She's just like, and then they all freeze, and then like a dude comes out and he's like reading off the script, and they're like, Raven is imagining.
Yeah, like how do you do that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
But there's no magic in this one. But so
except for the magic of comedy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, except the magic of Bazinga.
There we go, baby.
But so
I cannot believe we're on the third
show.
IP of fucking Big Bang Theory. I can't believe that there's an offshoot of the offshoot of Big Bang Theory.
What a fucking universe.
What do you think the chances are there's going to be like, Georgie and Mandy fucking, next they're
like
kooky
their
next
kids.
door neighbor needs 7 seasons.
I hope they do it just for like the bit of it.
Yeah.
Like I want like young Leonard to come out.
Naturally.
But so anyway, it'd be funny if they do one that's like really tasteless, where it's like, see young Penny, the origin story of how she became a fucking whore. And it's like, whoa.
Oh, bump the brake. Is Penny the blonde one?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Isn't her whole role in the show to just be the hot one?
It is, but yeah.
They're like, look at this hot woman gracing the company of these fucking gross nerds. Yeah.
That is the whole bit.
I love it.
But anyway, we get there, and it's a real roller coaster. Because when you get there, you have to get there like real early, because it's like they overbook often. And so we get there, and like everyone leaves but Sarah, me, and like 9 other people. And they're like, all right, now we're waiting on the VIPs. And if 10 VIPs don't show up, you can all go.
Oh.
And so now we're like,
so you almost didn't go.
Yeah, so we're like waiting there. And we're
First off, how are you not a VIP? On the Georgie and Mandy episode 4 live screening. I'm sorry, Dan, you gotta pull VIP card there. I should
have taken off my sunglasses. Like, I'm sorry, the VIPs are here. We'll get on the bus.
I'm sorry, was fucking Haley and Justin Bieber blowing in for fucking George and Mandy?
I don't know how you become a VIP. Like, I couldn't find non-free tickets. I would have paid.
Yeah, you just like, or maybe that's it. Yeah, like literally just pay. Yeah, it's fair.
I don't know. I like couldn't find. I literally like after the night, I told Sarah, I was like, this is better than some stuff we pay for. Like, but so anyway, so we're waiting there, and Sarah and I are like coping hard. We're like, well, I wanted to get Burger King tonight, so if we don't get in, then we
get a little freedoms. Yeah,
yeah. And then there's like a dude who's like pacing a trench into the floor, like pissed. He's like, well, what are the odds that we get in? And he's there alone, which was fun to think that people are going alone.
He's just like, I need a laugh. I need a laugh tonight. I swear to God.
And he's like, what are the odds that we get in?
He needed a fucking alibi. That's what that guy needed. Oh my, he needed to be seen there. He was like, oh my God. Because they pan to the audience, and then there he is in the front row. I couldn't have murdered my wife. I was here at 7-Eleven.
I couldn't have murdered my wife. Listen,
I have a very iconic laugh.
That's
what everyone says about me.
But I was at Georgie.
Hey, I was at Georgie and Mandy.
I couldn't have killed those children.
I couldn't have killed those children. I was enjoying the laughter of other ones.
But anyway, so then finally everyone, like, there's like 15 people waiting. And Sarah and I are the last 2 that get to go in.
That's crazy.
And we're like, hot dog. And then we go in.
So you guys got there late, is what you're saying?
No, we got there like the buses go at like 5. We got there at like 4. Like we got there like what we thought was early. You're supposed to get there at like 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a crazy event. But so we get in and they split us up. They're like, you guys.
And Sarah?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, listen for my laugh. You'll know where I am.
Yeah. But they it's like don't touch me, Sarah,
Sarah, please get my wife.
But so Sarah's like in the second to last row, like decent seat, like kind of towards the middle. I'm like in the back corner, like no light is like in my area. I have the worst seat in the house. I can't see a damn thing.
Okay.
And we wait a bit, so they show us on monitors the episode previous to the one we're about to watch, which hadn't aired yet.
So you just sit there for 20 minutes and watch an episode and you're like, oh, wow, this is great. This is communal.
Well, it hadn't aired yet.
I guess, yeah.
So, like, it leads you into the next episode.
That's fair.
But so, yeah, so that this one doesn't start and, like, they're like, Georgie died?
Yeah, it's fucking young Sheldon's back. Popped out of his chest like a fucking face hugger. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's like the episode we watch live, like, starts, like, fades from black, and Sheldon's just like, I'm sorry I killed that girl. I just thought it'd be the most logical option. And we're like, what?
She saw me kill Georgie. I'm sorry. I had to get her.
But so anyway, so we watched the previous episode, and then just before the new one starts, a woman comes up to me and she's like, are you part of the 2 people group that was split up? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, we got seats for you. We got new seats. And I was like, okay. And they bring us up. Front row seats.
Crazy.
Best seats in the house.
Yeah.
So we're up in front, best and worst seats in the house. Because what they do, it's a 4-hour long event.
Oh my God.
It takes 4 hours to do this.
To film one episode?
Yeah. You get one episode.
That's insane.
We're there from 5 to 9. And so
how many times did Georgie need to rerun a line?
Well, so that's the thing, is that it's not that. Like, they only do like 2 or 3 like redos. It's like moving everything to the other sets that takes a long time. But in between, they have like an MC. And the guy's like, all right, folks, and he's like real high energy, and it's uncomfortable. And because he's like,
is he doing roasts?
He's like doing roasts, and he's old, and he was like the guy who worked on 2.5 Men doing this. He was like the 2.5 Men MC.
Okay.
And so he's like kind of doing racy jokes.
There we go.
Like,
so you guys remember Tiger's Blood, right? I'm the one who gave it to Charlie.
He was like, so he has this like box, right? And it's like got a $20 bill in it. And he's like, all right, folks, I got 5 keys. Only one of them unlocks this box. Who wants to compete for a key? And throughout the night, he's doing games where you can compete for a key.
Okay.
And so he was like, I need people to come on up. And they come up, and he's like, you're going to do a dance off. And he's like, show me your best dance. Some like young 20-year-old girl's like doing a dance, and he's like, all right. And he's like, now, why don't you turn around and do it? And we're like,
This is for a
"What?"
chance at $20, mind you. This is for
$20 or a consolation prize, which is candy.
yeah, or a fucking night with him. Apparently,
But so that's what's going on in between shooting, and then it's a lot of pressure because then they're like, all right, folks, we're taking your laughs. You know those laughs you hear on camera? Those are what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So make sure you laugh. And so it's like I'm front row.
There's like a boom mic. They just like keep inching it closer to you. It's like he's got a great laugh. Get him.
You're like, how?
Oh hell, yeah, man.
But and so it would suck. I'd get so pissed because sometimes I'm like nervous. I'm like, and then
And you see Georgie making eye contact with you. So we're using your laughs.
yeah, it's just like Emily Osmond's like, come on, Georgie, we got. I'm sorry. Hey, fuck face. Yeah,
400 people here. 399 are laughing. I see you. Are you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter right now?
Yeah. But some takes they'll run like a whole scene. I'm giving like fucking premium grade A1 laughs.
You're watching the take 3-4 times.
Yeah, you're doing it 3 or 4 times, and I'm giving like good laughs. Like
Yeah.
some of the audience isn't laughing. I'm like, Nick's gonna fucking hear me.
Oh, I'm gonna hear you.
And then they'll be like, all right, guys, let's run it again. And I'm like, no, you got the best laughs in that take. Like,
Absolutely.
So that was tough.
You got to get you're getting your extra credit. You getting your SAG card from that?
Yeah. I get
a SAG
tax
card?
write-offs. No.
Oh,
No.
you're not in the union.
You can. We can be.
Yeah,
Content creators can be, but it's
we
like,
can.
Yeah, we can.
We don't deserve it.
We deserve it. SAG kind of sucks.
Well, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
so we do deserve it because it kind of sucks.
Yeah. They're just not. I'm pissed at them after they like hardly got AI restrictions.
When they were on like strike for 6 months and
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, you can pay the A-listers more money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they took the fucking Republican option. Like,
Yeah, they were like, yeah, the 1% probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's so funny. We don't deserve it. My flashback is Gizmobot.
let's go.
That's my news of the week is that Danny hit me up the other day. He went to the Rose Bowl flea market with a couple of our friends, and he was like, Nick, big news. I'm going to become a Gizmobot guy. And for those of you at home wondering, Nick, what's a Gizmobot? Great question. Boy, oh boy, did I not. I didn't know until a couple of days ago. Danny stumbled upon what I could assume was a necklace vendor.
Yeah.
Who was selling what could only be described as steampunk mall kiosk necklaces. I think that's going to be my best descriptor here. It's a silver chain with a little
guy, a little gizbot on
little
it.
gizbot on it.
He's like, yeah, they're made of like little wood blocks and like gears and like little doodads.
Yep.
The one I'm wearing right now is one of the more conventional ones. Others you look at and you're like, what is it? Oh, it's a robot.
And you get real crazy with it. You got it's my stepping out. This is like a more casual vibe.
Yeah,
It's like I
exactly.
want to explain to people what this gizbot is.
It's an introduction to me being a necklace guy.
This is, and then you're gonna be wearing like 4 of them at the same time, and they combine into a major like
to a
the Gizmo
Voltron.
board. Yeah,
Yeah. I bought 8 of them.
absurd.
Yeah.
How much were they?
$40.
A piece?
But
That's $200.
he ran a sale.
That's not $200.
Nope.
I wish. Actually, not
I
close.
wish it was.
Yeah.
He was running a sale where he was like, if you buy 3, you get 1 free. And I was like, I'm not going to buy it. That's so,
So you
much.
bought them in a multiple of 2.
Yes.
Good.
And I was like, oh, well, it'd be so funny if I had a couple of them. And then I was like, well, this one kind of looks like my roommate John. And then if I get John one, I should get Josh one. And so I bought a lot of them.